We welcome a new member into the top console family, the TP one-piece console, and can see from its aluminium strip that it's really part of the team, but as we know, Rittal, there's more to it than that. It's more than just an aluminium strip. It's also an integrated central lock, used to secure the lid. You can see from the technical internal installation that we can also integrate the rail system from the TS8 range into this lid using the system platform. What's more, we have also enlarged the mounting surface by 20%. What are the red hooks for? These crane hooks are accessories that are used to lift very heavy mounting plates into the housing by means of a crane. I recognize the printed grid. That's part of the platform strategy, isn't it? That's right, these grids are printed onto all our mounting plates to help the customer position the parts. What is the TS platform concept? It's a great example of added value from Rittal. We have developed a range of accessories for 3 different product lines, TS8, CM, and of course the new top console TP. What benefits does it offer customers? It offers maximum flexibility in assembly and cuts the logistics and storage workload. Are the fitters familiar with the whole concept? The fitters recognize the parts because they're the same for the 3 different systems. The Rittal hygienic design is on display here. What does hygienic design mean exactly? Hygienic design is a Rittal development for food-grade compliant housing. What factors are most important in the enclosure design? Look at the sloping roof. The angle is set at 30 degrees to ensure that no liquids can collect here. Liquid runs over the slope and drips to the floor. The enclosure needs an excellent sealing system. In this case, we have chosen a silicone seal. You can also see that it has a special lock that has no recesses that could function as a breeding ground for bacteria. Let's look at the details inside the enclosure for a moment. It has, for example, internal hinges. The blue door seal is also a key component. It can be replaced in the event of servicing. Here we can see the new isolator covers with the external main switch. In the past, the main switches and mechanical components were integrated in the enclosure. Why are they now located on the outside? It's a more flexible solution. Mounting the main switch on the outside enables us to position it on the left or right of the enclosure, thus eliminating the need for special orders. How has Rittal responded to the new standards in the United States? What has been adapted? The standards regulate locking of the doors on activation of the main switches. I can open the doors when the main switch is off. When the main switch is activated, both doors, main door and adjacent door, must be locked. In this way, Rittal offers state-of-the-art technology in the United States. Re4 Power Step 2. How does this second step differ from the first? While Step 1 went to 1,600 amps, it is now possible to realize up to 4,000 amps with divided interior installation up to Form 4B. Maxi PLS was used in the past, and that has changed too. Yes, Maxi PLS previously only covered Form 1. Re4 Power Step 2 enables us to extend Maxi PLS up to Form 4B. There's also a new flat busbar system, Rittal Flat PLS. How does this system differ from the others? Re4Power boasts a very broad range of combination options. There are a number of different field types that are all type-tested to EN 604930 Part 1. It also offers a very high level of compatibility with TS8 enclosures and standard commercial switchgear. In contrast to complete solutions, with system solutions, customers have to decide which components they want to or have to install. What help is provided to customers? Rittal provides the planning software Rittal Power Engineering 4.0. The customer can use this software to create a system on a graphical interface at the push of a button. The software outputs a technical drawing of the system and a complete parts list. Cool efficiency is a term heard a lot at Rittal's trade fair stand and proves once again that Rittal is one step ahead of the competition. How does this cooling unit help optimize energy consumption? The cooling unit has been optimized in 3 different areas. A different type of compressor has been installed, the fans are now controlled electronically, and a whole refrigerant cycle has been optimized. What direct savings potential does this unit offer? Optimizing the components in this way cuts electricity costs and therefore CO2 emissions by 30%. Here's the new module of the top therm heaters. What's new about these heaters? They include an energy-optimized PTC component and an improved design. Does this design increase the thermal output? That's right. As you can see here, we have implemented a plastic heat flow cover designed to obtain a flue effect that ensures the heat is distributed evenly and efficiently. This component doesn't just increase the efficiency, it's also easier for the fitters to install, isn't it? Yes, it has a fast connection system which makes it much easier to connect elements, and a fast assembly system. You can see here that the unit can simply be clicked onto the top hat rails. That's known as the snap-on system, isn't it? Yes. As I said, this is a module. How many individual products does it comprise? There are 10 different types from 10 up to 800 watts. From 250 watts, the heater is fitted with an additional fan. There's a clear trend towards making everything smaller and more compact. In other words, I can achieve more power in a smaller space. Does that mean that the size of the cooling unit has to increase too? You can see from this housing that this does not have to be the case. This is our thermoelectric cooler that we can use to achieve a cooling output of 100 watts. Doesn't this require higher power consumption? Thanks to the development of a special Peltier component, which is used here, we have cut the power consumption by up to 60%, despite reaching a cooling output of 100 watts. How is this device integrated in the system? Is it installed in the enclosure? Installation is flexible. The device can be fitted horizontally or vertically. In other words, I can fit it wherever there's space. Exactly, even on our small enclosures and command panels. Here we see a device from Rittal's electronic systems, Slimbox Vario. Just how variable is it? It is very variable. You can order the power packs, wiring PCB and fan tray separately. What's more, as you can see here, you can divide these sub-racks into a Euroboard format with 2x3U, or in another product example, into a double Euroboard format with 6U. How difficult is it to install and remove these modules? What tools do I need? As you can see with this fan, you don't need any tools at all. You just have to loosen this knurled screw and pull the fan tray out. Here we see Rittal, a fuel cell from Rittal. Why is Rittal focusing on fuel cells? They weren't part of the company's core business in the past. The fuel cell was used in a range of projects that Rittal realized in association with outdoor housings, particularly for the telecommunications industry. Here the use of batteries was simply impossible due to the weather conditions, temperatures and autonomy. All this meant that Rittal made the decision to focus on fuel cells. The first projects have been a success. Are there any plans for Rittal to take the fuel cells into series production? There are plans to produce a series solution of a fuel cell with 500 watts and to develop a one-piece fuel cell with 5 kilowatts for project business, which can then be extended up to 20 kilowatts. What about servicing? Does Rittal offer solutions in this area? Rittal's RSI department will take on responsibility for servicing our fuel cells worldwide. The fuel cell is also to be equipped with an interface card for remote maintenance.